All right, welcome back. We are first game of the Peach Belt.
FSC's first game of
Yeah.
the Peach Belt Conference.
Versus,
USC Aiken.
yep. Don't know if you guys picked up any of what we had said before. We don't know how the Champions League was going, but let's go over a little bit of the team comps before the game starts. We definitely know Red Side is a really good team fighting team. A lot of good CC, a lot of good lockdown. We know that there's not a lot of pick potential, but if they get the fights they want, which they have 2 TPs, and Braum and Aphelios could probably match and always have wave pressure against Senna and Yumi, they should be doing well in the mid game.
Yeah, looking at Blue Side's team, we see that Senna Yumi bot pick. I'm not sure how that's going to go, considering
Seems like
Senna Yumi are pretty immobile champs.
Super passive lane, a lot of sustain. I feel like they're just kind of also trying to scale the mid game and look for picks more so, and zone control with Senna's long range and Veigar's box. They've got a lot of good zone control actually.
If Braum and Aphelios can jump in on that Senna Yumi early game, especially before they get their ults and start to roam, that's going to be really good for Red Team.
Yeah, Renekton should be able to push in Ornn early. Probably matched a little bit at level 11 or so, but we'll see about that. Right now we're just in the early game farming, so see how that goes.
Veigar's looking to...
Both junglers started red, so Jarvan can look to gank bot, which is a very common path as a level 2 into bot or a level 3 into bot, but like we said earlier, the lane is pretty passive, so they may not push up.
We see Red Team pushing the bot lane pretty quickly. They're definitely shoving for level 2 to see if they can get that early engage, like we had mentioned earlier. If they can get that off and can get the level 2 before them, they're definitely going to be in a better spot for the rest of the game.
Yeah. I'd say the first few minutes are going to be kind of slow. There could be some solo kills happening. We won't know. We'll see.
We see Red Team's top laner hitting level 2 and trying to go in, but Renekton gets the level 2 as well and backs off.
This is what I was talking about in Champ Select. Cassiopeia has a little bit of pressure on Veigar early, just because of the nature of the champions. Veigar needs a few levels to get his box leveled up, at least once, and then his other spells to do a little bit of damage. And Cassiopeia just has good DPS early all the way through the late game. So we're just kind of passively farming. Chris is going for a little bit of an invade, but there's nothing up on Blue Side jungle.
Chris trying to gank.
This could be a flash blown.
We get the flash out of Veigar.
That's a really positive gank where he loses not much, not even a bit of health. So he could look for a regank because Veigar is one of the most immobile mid laners. The only thing is he just has his box, so Chris would have to be worried when he is ganking. But Chris has his own flash still for that, so we'll see.
Right. If Chris came
He's
in
just
again,
waiting for another regank.
Veigar might put that box down,
It's
hit him with the sun.
It's a very good gank. That's very good.
He's in there. He's got no flash.
It's done.
That's it. First blood to Red Team. That was really smooth.
That was very smart from Chris to stay there. Like I said, Veigar very immobile, especially with no flash. He's up to his box. Veigar did what he could, but the box just didn't help.
What Chris can do to capitalize on that, knowing that Veigar's flash is down and they have the timer in the chat, if Chris makes his jungle rounds and comes all the way back, if Veigar's pushed back into the lane, they can get another gank off just like that.
And what Veigar could do to capitalize that is pause the game and ask for a remake.
That's right.
So, Kane's going for low gang on top side. Ornn is a little bit safe, but we'll see.
Ornn's a pretty tanky character, and he seems like he's getting out of this just fine.
Ornn's doing really decent right here. He could have went into the wall with that and maybe got looking for a bit of a knock-up, but it doesn't seem like it matters either way. We see Cassiopeia chasing them down right now. Cassiopeia's got a lot of good damage and can prevent Kane from going anywhere. There we go. That's a
double knock-up from Ornn.
Really good knock-up.
Another knockback from Ornn.
Hit him with the brittle proc.
Okay, we see both
flash follow. Really,
that was really good. Flash really burn from both top laners.
Unfortunately, it looks like Renekton had auto-canceled, so I don't think he got much off there. And that was just a really good
picking
cleanup.
Up a triple kill. So Cassiopeia, 4.5 minutes into the game with a 4-kill lead on his enemy mid laner Veigar.
Do you mind if we see the gold? So we see that she's now sitting on what? That's 900
almost
gold.
1,000 gold compared to Veigar's about 200.
Well, the total gold is a 1,500 gold difference. Cassiopeia total is about 2,700 and Veigar's 1,200. So she looks like she could be going back for a full Seraph's Embrace right now. And an early Seraph's Embrace just to scale hard into the mid game is really good for her.
That's right. All game, Cassiopeia is going to be looking to spam her skills, which she does often anyways, building up that tier, maximizing her mana, and completely upgrading her Seraph's Embrace.
And like I said, if I was Veigar right now, I'd look to pause the game and remake, because go next,
Things are looking rough. However, I do think that blue team can still bring it back. We see Senna's Glacial Augment in effect here. Every time we see Senna auto-attack Aphelios or any other champion, when they've got that blue mist on them and they get slowed down, that's just Senna's auto-attacks putting in work.
Yeah.
And I mean,
yeah,
we're still farming, baby. We're still farming.
I wouldn't have expected this much to happen so far, but it has. So, well, I mean, we'll see where the next few minutes take us. Red side has really big priority now on any objective they want. They could push out mid and go for Dragon, which is probably the most positive play they could make. I mean, Veigar's level 4 to Cassiopeia's level 6. Nobody can even match Cassiopeia right now. She's the highest level in the game. Probably not for much longer, but it's just there's nothing that they could do if they were to go for Dragon. Yep, going for Dragon right now.
This is a really good play. They obviously have a vision ward down, canceling all vision from the enemy if they were to put a ward over there, and they've secured the first dragon. That was a Mountain Drake.
Yeah, Cassiopeia's DPS on all neutrals, especially with now tier and the Lost Chapter, is just really high.
And because that's fair.
That is fair. We pick balanced champions.
Okay, we see Chris. We see Chris trying to come in.
Push in and tower a little
here.
bit. We don't have much CC to lock them up early because Aphelios has a little bit of CC, but I don't think he has the right weapons for
Braum
it.
has also not hit level 6.
Yeah, Braum has not hit level 6.
We see blue team's Kane looking to counter jungle. He probably knows that Chris is bot, and that's it for Yuumi.
That's it.
Yumi
That
went to ward, got caught out.
Really positive gank.
And now they can push and possibly get a turret plating or 2.
At
Senna
that time,
might stay to defend.
At that time, I don't really know if that was the best time for Yuumi to gank the try, just because
Chris has flashed in. We don't see anything coming out of it.
They didn't get much for the flash, but they are going to get maybe one more turret plating. We'll see. They have another wave coming.
They should back off here. They're losing their last minion.
Yuumi there particularly, I don't think should have warded the try brush just because the blue side jungle was in their red side top jungle, so they know that their other jungle or the red side jungle should have been bot. But
I agree. But
Kane,
speaking of Kane, now coming to gank top lane. Ornn is going to have to 1v2. Out comes the Ornn ult. He's going to attempt to knock them both up. Gets the knock-up. Gets the brittle proc on Renekton. And gets the second knock-up.
Oh my god.
It is going to be enough.
A 2v1 outplay.
That was really good for red team.
I think
blue team now on the board with their first kill.
Yep.
And it goes to Kane. They may want to capitalize on this.
But it's pretty equalized because Renekton and Ornn still both have TP. Unfortunately, Renekton didn't get the kill. Ornn's going to be a slight bit ahead, but it's just only going to be in Ornn's favor because of the way he scales with items.
We look at the items being built here. Renekton is going for damage first, starting with that Tiamat, also helping with his wave clear. However, Ornn is going for a more defensive approach with the Bomby Cinder, but that's also going to help him with wave clear.
We see both junglers hit level 6 now, so they could look for easier ganks. Kane can slide into any lane pretty easy. I don't think he's going to have the easiest time ganking bot. He could gank top again. He may go mid, but that Cassiopeia is super safe with Tier in the Lost Chapter.
Kane still has not upgraded to his Darkin form, which is probably what we're going to see this game, considering he's ganked a couple times top lane and been attacking melee champions, and that is how he builds up his spirits to upgrade to the Darkin form.
Yeah. There's not much potential for him to go assassin here just because we don't know what Chris is going.
Enchantment.
Chris may be going for Cinderhulk.
That is
he is going for
Cinderhulk
Cinderhulk, so he doesn't really. I mean, it's not a Chad build, but he's not going to be killable, especially by Assassin Kane. There's not much killable by Assassin Kane here. Braum is really good at protecting Aphelios if he has to. And
Kane's definitely going to want to go dark in this game.
Yeah.
Especially for the extra sustain he's going to get within fights and the extra CC from his knockup. They're going to need that extra CC. Right now, the only CC that blue team has is Renekton's stun, Veigar's box.
Yeah, he's going to need the sustain for his champion and the mental sustain for his team.
Yes, sir. Now, we see Cassiopeia and Jarvan in the bot lane. They're coming to make some moves on this Senna Yuumi, but the TP comes out from Renekton.
Ornn
might stop
nope,
the TP. Ornn does
Renekton.
not stop the TP, but he can capitalize on this by pushing in the top wave.
Ornn can push in the top wave. We see Kane going to match Ornn, but Kane really shouldn't be able to match Ornn here.
For those of you taking notes at home, this is how it's done. Enemy TPs. So you want to push in, and now somebody's coming to cover for it. Ornn should be able to take down Kane here. Kane is now going to be taking turret shots.
I don't really get the
jump to the turret. Ornn definitely could have saved his dash there.
I don't get why Kane fought him there. He could have pushed out the wave and had it for himself, but he let the whole wave go.
He did. What I'm saying is Ornn could have saved his dash and then used skills.
You know what we call that though?
Dumb.
A tilted play.
That did seem like a tilted play.
We know Tamal's a good enough jungler to not maybe go for that play, but he might be looking for opportunity elsewhere and actually trying to get his Darken stack, like we said, because he gets it off the melee champions.
Correct. Now, red team is taking the Rift Herald currently.
Again, so Cassiopeia has now finished her Seraph's Embrace.
Kane has his Darken upgrade. So he's going to be a little bit more important in this game. And now he's coming
Cassiopeia
in.
has just incredible
DPS right now. From this 1v2, but
like I said, once she finished that Seraph's and the mid-game hits, there's kind of... Wow.
We're seeing a bit of what's called a fiesta here in the river.
Yeah, and if you're the casters, it's a siesta because we know blue side is or red side is winning, and it's kind of a snooze.
It's a good one.
And red team is summoning Rift Herald onto the mid lane. The mid lane should definitely go down here. Veigar has TP, but he's not even up for 9 seconds, and
they should be able to grab. If Veigar were to drop TP here, that would be a big mistake.
He would probably lose the TP. He'd lose the TP, and if he did finish the TP, he'd lose his life. We'll see.
Veigar is up.
He could still walking the lane. He could still look the TP.
He could have TP there, dropped his box down. But that Cinder Hulk that Chris has, it would have procced the turret aggro. But Veigar probably knows Cassiopeia would have just ulted him and taken him down, especially with the help of Jarvan there.
He did have flash, but it's not worth wasting your teleport and flash just to lose your life and lose the tower still. But he lost tower, so...
Right now, the Cassiopeia and the Jarvan are going to take down the second dragon.
So red side is taking their second dragon after their first turret, and they're just really far ahead right now.
Now, no vision from blue team on that dragon, so we don't know if they had any idea that was happening. So the Cloud wins Quicken. This is a Cloud Dragon Soul game.
Yep. And
really, really, really important for everybody's ults if somebody gets the next 2 dragons.
For those of you who don't know, the Cloud Drake gives 10% CDR on ultimate, so if they get the next 2 Drakes, they'll have 20%, or if even the red side gets Drakes, it's 10% each. But the Cloud Dragon Soul... it gives you movement speed on attack and also gives your ult a lot of movement speed. So
I believe it gives you
even more cooldown reduction on the ult. So what I was saying earlier about them not having much pick potential may be neutralized now, and they have decent pick potential just because their ults are going to make them all real fast.
That's true.
But
blue side pushing in the bot lane here.
Yeah. We'll see what blue side can do to stabilize. They are 5k down at 12 minutes, which is... unfortunate for their team right now, but...
Red team does have a pretty substantial gold advantage and a lot of pressure on the map.
Yeah. I think if blue team groups up and maybe fights as a team or protects the objectives as a team, because I don't think they can fight them 5-on-5 right now. They're just a little bit too far ahead, especially Cassiopeia being 5 of the kills of the 8. She's putting out so much DPS with Rylays on her W and then Seraphs.
Right now we see the red team getting a lot of deep wards in the enemy jungle. That's going to help them make more plays and counter plays as the game goes on.
It's just kind of solo pushing in bot. That was
but now the whole team's coming in. I'm not sure if
now,
this TP is the best move.
This 4-man bot is what we call fair.
You call this fair?
Yes, this is a really fair part of the game.
Kane's
doing what he can to do to survive.
I'm afraid he's gone after this.
Yeah.
And now they take the bottom turret.
Braum takes those.
This is looking just like my solo queue games where the support takes all the kills. That's really good. They're going to continue pushing in bot. Right now, death timers are not terrible, considering we are only 14 minutes into the game, but they are really capitalizing on the play that they just made.
Veigar did finish his first item, the GLP, so like I said, if they could group up, Veigar has a good chance with the GLP and his box to slow, and they would be able to team fight a little bit more efficiently, but it's pretty much only to protect neutrals because now they're, 8k, 9k behind, and it's kind of getting out of their hands. No, well, it's about 8k. It's about 8k.
It's about almost 10.
What kind of math do you do at college?
Not any. I'm a business major.
Yeah,
I don't
that
take
makes
math
sense.
Classes.
And we see Obey being ganked. Well, not even ganked. He's just caught out.
He's caught out.
We don't know what he's doing.
Jungle. He gets the ult, but Cassiopeia comes in, maybe to save the day.
That was sort of a cocky play, but I guess we make those.
He does get out of there.
We make those, and we take those.
We make those, we take those, and we don't fake those because he had to burn his flash.
Back to the math. Do you see the gold difference right now?
Well, now it's about 8,000.
It was about 8,000 before. You just don't know how to subtract, I'd say.
I disagree completely.
And he let the blue buff reset, so he could disconnect if he wanted. I mean, I would.
Spending a lot of time in the blue side jungle here, but they've got a vision ward down.
Yeah.
The whole team is there, actually.
For red side, we see a lot of good vision up on top side river.
I'm the only person that can see you pointing. disappointing.
That is very true, but I don't know if you noticed because you don't ward in our games. You don't ward effectively. So that's just a good top take.
Red
now they're
team
going to take
coming
top turret.
Take down the enemy
That's what,
top laner.
5? That's 5 members top. That's fair.
The whole team.
So
Actually,
you see,
that's all 5.
that play was possible by the vision I was trying to point out until you scuffed me. So red side has a lot of good vision around their topside jungle, or blue's topside jungle. Blue just put some wards down, so that's it. They only had 1 vision ward, so there's nothing they could do about that. He had to kind of be preempted. Their top had to be preempted about that and back off. We see now Cassiopeia trying to push up, but she just got CC'd, so there's nothing much she's going to do else there. And there's the Veigar box, and he's gone, ladies and gentlemen. He's out of the game.
Wow.
He just disconnected, actually.
Veigar has put himself on the board with his first kill.
He's now hit his
taking down
1
the
in
enemy.
4 power spike.
That is a 1 in 4 power spike.
Usually we hit those on Leona, but, you know.
He's got his slightly magical boots.
They're only slightly magical because they get 10% or 10 extra movement speed. 10% is a lot.
Now I want to look at the warding for a second here. We can see red team's support having a ward score of 17 and Yuumi having a ward score of about 7.
Do you know why that is?
This is a common problem for Yuumi being able to ward. Yuumi spends so much time attached to the ADC that it's hard to want to split off and ward. And as we saw from that play earlier, when Yuumi tried to split off and ward,
I wouldn't say she's not splitting off. She split off once, kind of got rocked, and then she didn't want to ward ever again.
Yeah, he took it. He got excited.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We are sharing. Have you seen us the whole time? I was just trying to flame him
Why don't we
and
slow
the
down?
Yuumi. Waiting for him to come up.
I think slow-mo. Having some technical difficulties.
Oh, 2 times speed? Oh, let's both get in on the mic, so. Can you unmute us? Can we be unmuted? Oh, that's really good.
Cloud Drake has been taken, so red team is now.
We see
now
the 10k gold lead.
Okay,
Here's
serious team fight happening.
Aphelios whiffs. He just whiffs his ult, but it's fine because they're just so far ahead. He's just launching bullets, I'd say. Fat macaroons. He's now CC'd. He's dead again by Veigar.
There's
no way.
The
There's no way.
coming out.
And he's dead. And, well,
Aphelios goes down.
Senna's dead. Aphelios is dead. Cassiopeia man modes in with her ult and her flash. She dies, but 3 members are still alive for red. And if Yumi's alive, she's not going to be alive for much longer because she, well, that's what we call a good Yuumi player. She left her teammates to die. And they're just kind of barreling down mid. There's not much Yuumi can do. When she's out of her teammates, the Q isn't directed. It just has to go in whatever line she chooses.
He says, I want this tower. He says, we make those, we take those, and we don't fake those.
Yeah, and Senna
ulting down the mid lane.
Senna's playing the game.
That may have been a tilted move there. No one here is at low enough health that Senna's ult would have killed them.
Well, speaking of hell, I'd say this is elo hell.
This is elo hell.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking at, ladies and gentlemen.
For Yuumi, because she's attached to all of her teammates,
now,
but
if we
they
look
just
at the
keep
gold
running
difference,
around.
there's a 10,000 gold difference.
Yeah,
and
now there's a 10,000 gold difference. You don't have to be a business major to know that one, ladies and gentlemen.
But apparently you have to work at a bank to know that one.
Couldn't guess what you're referring to. All right, you see here that jungle XP isn't the best right now because Aphelios in the duo lane is matching Chris in the jungle in XP or levels. There was a small opportunity at the AK gold lead to kind of come back from this, but now that they've taken their 3rd dragon, they're taking Rift Herald, and presumably they're gonna barrel with Rift Herald down top for another tower or even mid if they get a good fight.
Red team should be looking to secure that Rift Herald and then push it down mid and all 5-man that lane. They should be able to just push and win.
I don't like to say this is out of other teams'
hands,
blue side's hands, but it's getting pretty close. You really, with a team like this, you don't want to let such a good team fighting team get so far ahead, but it was unhelpful, and now, like I said, they're dropping it top.
Cassiopeia is 9-1. It seems as though they're unstoppable.
For the last inner turret, they're dropping it top.
Cassiopeia actually has a Rabadon's death cap. That's huge.
Wow.
That's huge.
That's huge. We'll see what the next.
So is their AP.
We'll see what the next play is. Okay.
Okay, Rift Herald slamming into that top tower. They take the top turret. Rift
still
Herald's
not dead.
still alive.
It
it almost got a hit off on the inhibitor.
Yep.
That would have been crazy.
Red side just placed a ward top lane. That's huge.
That's
humongous.
Huge. That's nuts.
They'll know when the enemy is there. And he got his Demolish proc off. So it's kind of just a formality of pushing in this game. As long as they don't get cocky, I don't see...
As long as Cassiopeia also does not frontline. Cassiopeia does not want to be in the front soaking up shots like that. If Veigar locks Cassiopeia down with the box, you know, had to put the stick in the box. Beep, boop. Shout out to Roddy Rich. Veigar would be able to shut Cassiopeia down.
Yeah.
Which would then give an extra 300 gold. We see that Cassiopeia does have a 300 gold bounty on her head right now.
Yeah.
A lot of deep vision in the enemy's jungle. Red team is just kind of hanging out.
Little known fact about the FSC mid laner who's playing Cassiopeia, Garrett, he loves the front line. That's why he's 0-17 in his last, 17 games as Cassiopeia.
Is that true?
Yes, it is. Wayben has not been doing good his last 17 games. But this is gonna make it 1-17. We see TP on Ornn. He could probably just TP anywhere he wants and be fine. He's playing Ornn. He's almost level 13, which is going to give Ornn access.
Cassiopeia's coming in and says, you know what, that's my blue buff, but Kayn is going to use the smite. Now this is good. Now that they have this information, they might do something crazy like try to contest Baron because they know that Kayn's smite is down.
They're only, I'd say they're only option here.
Cloud Drake is up in 48 seconds. They're probably going to go for that. Kayn's smite is back up again.
They could go either way. So the thing is with Blue side being so far behind, even if Red side went for Cloud Drake and got their Cloud Soul, Blue side couldn't take with their DPS because they have Senna. There's no way they could take Baron in time. So Red side just has their pick. They can take both. They can pick whatever one they want first, but I would take the Dragon to make it a little bit easier if they do fight on Baron.
Right now, we're just kind of playing the waiting game. We've got a lot of vision in the enemy jungle.
They're just waiting. They're just waiting for Cloud to spawn.
They're waiting for Dragon to spawn.
Yeah, there's not much they can do to stop them.
They're going to secure this Dragon, and what that's going to do is not only give the whole team an extra 10% ult CDR, but they're also going to get the Cloud Dragon Soul.
They might try to answer here, but again, they don't have enough DPS with the champion.
If they attempt to get Baron in order to answer them taking Dragon,
Chris isn't even on the Dragon because it's already secured, so... They've now got Cloud Dragon Soul. They can push up to Baron, and like I said, with the ults and the regular movement speed on Cloud Dragon, they could hit somebody once at Baron, and everybody just gets caught out. Oh god, he's taking that ward. That ward mid is huge, ladies and gentlemen. That's insane.
Huge. That's huge.
Yeah, we clap for those.
We do clap. We applaud ward coverage.
He just ulted a guy in the middle of the wall. I don't think that's how J4 ult works.
No.
Cassiopeia put a stick in the box, and the stick was herself.
That's correct.
Shout out to Roddy Rich.
There's a lot of nothing that just happened there.
Yeah.
A lot of ults were burned. Veigar putting the box back down, locking in Ornn, and Ornn answering by saying, I'm gonna just sit here.
Now, a mechanic I was gonna mention earlier about Ornn is once he hits level 13, he can upgrade, I think, his own item and then one of his teammates.
That's right. Hold on one second. Kayn is getting caught out here.
Yeah.
Once Kayn goes, Yuumi will not have any teammates to attach to.
Kayn seems like he's out.
However, they're getting out. Veigar puts the box back down. A Senna ult comes out, finally shutting down.
Yep.
Jarvan.
This is a decent fight for blue team.
Blue team.
Veigar, that was a really good snipe on the Veigar W.
Very good.
Braum has about no health right now, so if they want to push up a little bit...
from the corner.
Yuumi can zoomies, and Cassiopeia has no mana. There's no way for Cassiopeia to stop. That was a good cleanse. Aphelios does have Veigar here.
Aphelios takes down Veigar.
But Renekton still seems like he's on Braum and Cassiopeia. We'll see about that.
Cassiopeia having no mana.
She got the last proc of Braum's last winter off.
Braum's just running away.
Winter bite.
Braum said, I don't have mana either.
That was a really fortunate fight for blue side. It prevents red side from pushing in too far.
Right.
They got a little bit of a gold back there.
A lot of shutdown gold.
Yeah, I think blue side just got, or red side got a little bit just cocky there. So we'll see probably a reset. They can't get anything off of that. The Baron, like I said, they don't have enough damage for it.
That was definitely poor positioning. I think they assumed that they were going to be able to take down
Kayn
a lot
quicker.
Yuumi.
Yeah.
They were not expecting the rest of blue team to come up there and capitalize. Also, Kayn really did slip out of that situation. I mean, it seemed like he was in too deep.
Yeah.
When he flashed out at that point, they're both safe.
Yeah, and Chris had already used his ult prior to that point, so he couldn't lock Kayn up.
Right,
so
they have that knowledge going into the fight. Blue
that was
team
a
knows that.
faith-based fight. Ornn's still not level 13, so he can't upgrade any of his items or his teammates. What I was saying earlier before that fight happened is he can upgrade his items and teammates' items for an effective about 1,000 gold on each
Ornn
item.
does have his Sunfire Cape upgraded. Can you hover over that item?
So he's okay. So at level 12,
now becoming the Forge Fire Cape, giving him a lot more health. And
I think it's
armor.
at level 12 he can upgrade his own item, and level 13 he can upgrade a teammate. So he'll probably upgrade since Cassiopeia is just so far ahead. Her death cap for a lot more AP.
That is the best choice for Ornn to make.
I think 60 more AP, but you know. Cassiopeia is level 15.
It's kind of
That's fair.
That's insane. That's huge.
Ornn hit level 13. Like
All
I
right,
said,
red team is starting on the Baron.
So
There's a
red
ward
team
in there. They don't have a vision ward in there. Kayn has the Yuumi attached. Kayn is gonna look to jump into this Baron pit and definitely try to outsmite
You gotta go.
Jarvan.
He's gotta go fast.
He's gotta go right now.
Oh
and he
wow,
steals the
that was
Baron.
a Baron steal brought to you by Gatorade.
FSC is not sponsored by Gatorade. Wow, this is big. Let's talk about this for a second. So Kayn came in and outsmote Jarvan, stealing the Baron buff from the red team. Red team's still gonna push in, but
the red team can still push in, but it's a very good preventative
Right,
measure.
no
They
one-
may have counter push here.
no one on blue team is dead right
They may
now.
be able to stop them actually.
Right, all 5 have Baron.
That's a very good box. There's a lot of people in that box.
Really good box.
Yumi's getting her entire ult off. I think Senna's getting, yeah, she's got a really good ult there. Jarvan's definitely gonna die. Ornn missed his ult.
What a great,
they're still
great
winning.
knock
They're-
up on the
they're
tower.
still winning. I forgot Cassiopeia is just kind of gonna go off with her upgraded death cap, and now they're pushing.
Right
back
now,
in.
we traded both junglers for both supports as well.
This was the mid game I'm talking about. They had red team had a lot of, or blue team had a lot of sustain. If they would have waited a little bit for this point, that could have happened a lot earlier, or they could have been contesting much better now. But this is the game state, so we'll see how it goes from here. I think they're just gonna reset. I don't think they can push much in, or they shouldn't push much in. This is a high-quality game of League of Legends. And this is why you need to learn macro.
Macro is important, ladies and gentlemen.
Because micro gets you barons, macro wins you the game.
Yes, sir. Cassiopeia taking the enemy jungler's blue buff. Now
And
they'll
his
push.
blast plant.
And his blast plant.
It's very important to his survival.
Ornn also taking... Red team
They
is
just don't
taking
like the
blue
jungler.
team's jungle.
They're really mad that he stole the baron.
I would be too.
Yeah.
Looks like Baron
I mean,
buff's already gone, however.
He might have been a level up on...
Oh wait, I'm sorry. It's not Baron buff's not timed out. Kayn did die in the
just
last
doesn't have
team
it.
fight, so
Yeah.
he lost it. We see here Senna still has the Baron.
Yeah, I couldn't say they had no vision of Kayn there, why that happened. They had no vision of Kayn, and also he might have been a level up on Chris, the red team jungler, so he could have had a smite that had possibly 80 more damage and timed his really smite well. Or
Red
smite
team
really
may
well.
have been a little too cocky early on. I feel like they definitely could have gotten some ward coverage on the outside of the Baron pit,
Yeah.
because that means things were pitch black for them
Yeah.
on the outside.
Definitely.
They also did not put a control ward in the pit,
Yeah.
canceling out any enemy vision.
It felt definitely like a cocky play, because why would you? Kayn is really good here on Cassiopeia, but...
Kayn attempting to catch her out. However, Aphelios and
Yep.
Ornn are here, and Kayn's gonna ult.
That's
He's
Kayn.
looking for his
That's
teammates
Kayn's
to come in, but it's not gonna
There's no
happen.
way.
Kayn's not going to be
He
able
gets
to
a
survive this.
4-man knockup,
That was
though.
a great knockup, a great Q.
That is play of the game.
You guys can see that when Kayn is using all of his abilities, now that he's in his dark and upgraded form,
Yeah.
he's actually recovering his health as he
Yeah.
goes on.
All of his skills have a percentage lifesteal added to them. So when he hits a 4-man knockup, he's going to get back half of his health. I don't see any Grievous. Thornmail applies Grievous wounds. So, or we see an Executioner's and a Thornmail, so yeah, his healing was cut down there, but we still saw a lot. Elder Dragon, for those who don't know, is going to execute enemy team at 30%, or 25%. So
Because that's fair.
that's fair. It's really fair. So when we see the next team fight, if it's ever close like that, it won't be anymore. The enemy team is just going to get executed at 25%.
That's actually a really good way to put that.
Yeah. Because we saw the last few team fights very close.
Or we see here Ornn was upgrading an item there.
He's upgrading to the Molten Edge, I think it's called, for the upgraded Infinity Edge. No, that was, he can upgrade.
There we
Yeah,
go.
the Molten Edge.
Aphelios getting a little
So
bit more
Ornn has,
damage.
so what Ornn's done so far this game is upgrade two. His items, one of Cassiopeia's, one of Aphelios. We see another team
Veigar
fight breaking
dropping
out
a
Veigar
really good box, both the support
Cassiopeia,
and the top of the
Cassiopeia
stun.
zoning a little bit with her W. We see Ornn going up.
It's a lot of
There
movement
we go.
here.
There we just saw the Elder, that big dragon that goes, Wah! He kills at 25%. That's an execute. We see that. Oh, I didn't even see Veigar die. Cassiopeia is getting a little bit cocky, but there is 2 dead, so there's not much you can do here.
Braum doing a really good job of
Aphelios-
staying in the front with his
Aphelios
shield and blocking
whipping
ults.
his ult again. I've seen that about 3 times this game. But I mean, it doesn't even matter at this point. They're just pushing in.
They're taking that last Nexus turret. Senna using her global ult,
Yeah.
but it's not going to be enough to stop the red team. Red team last hitting the Nexus, or auto-attacking the Nexus.
Well, they're kind of playing with their... There we go. That's what you should do in a Silver game, because you could come back from anything.
You can.
And if they didn't end the game there, who knows?
First game goes to FSC.
We saw, I think, a really good game out of FSC. Red or blue side, I didn't really like their early game. They kind of gave a little bit too much, but it was kind of unhelpful. Maybe had the first game jitters. Blue side or red side, FSC, they kind of did what they had to do early and then just kind of stomped late. I just didn't like their like mid to late game. If you can call it late game, it was ended in 29 minutes, but they could have ended in like 22 or 25 if they weren't a little bit so cocky.
Cassiopeia definitely snowballed that game and did a great job of capitalizing on all the
it was really
kills
on
that they got.
Yeah, it was really on Cassiopeia to stay with the pressure. So, you know, we'll see kind of what happens next game. I expect a Cassiopeia ban because she did 30,000 damage compared to the next best person, which was 15,000 or about 15,000.
14,819. Can you count? With that,
no, I'm a business major.
Nice.
I'm projecting.
I work at a bank.
Yeah, you're projecting. But like I said, really good from blue side by not dying so quickly. I guess they didn't bleed out as much as I thought they would at the late game. They definitely found good picks, but again, red side just got a little too cocky. So we'll see where it takes us next game. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. So
15 minutes.
10-15. So
tune back in for the next game.
It's 1-0 FSC. Go Mox.
Jack it up.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. towards the sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Seat you by the fire. Listen.
All right, FSC fans, we are back in Game 2 of FSC versus Aiken. I think their school is. Yeah, Aiken. We're back in the draft. Rumble band again, Zach band again. I can only assume that there's a major Rumble player on Aiken and there's a big Zach player on FSC. So we'll just see. It just seems like a pretty standard draft. Again, another Camille band. It's just like last game. Yep, there's the Cassiopeia band I was talking about last game. He just kind of went 2 off, so we'll see. Just one more ban. I expect them to target jungle or maybe mid. It looks like they've been mid-top so far. Another misfortune ban. So this same draft for FSU's on the blue side now, so we'll see. Morgana ban, so that's targeted towards the support. They look like they're maybe going in on their bot lane. So Aphelios is picked. That's a really good first pick. And my Shoutcast co-caster is back from the restroom. What do you think about the state of the game? What do you think about the state of the game so far? Blue side, which is FSC now, has banned the same bans again, and then they've banned Cassiopeia, like I said, Zach.
I think it's very smart on USC Aiken to hit him with the Cassiopeia ban. They definitely don't want to see a replay of what happened last game.
Yeah. So it looks like he's just not. Oh, he picked Heimerdinger. I don't know if that was a panic pick or he meant to pick Heimerdinger. Most likely it's bot. Do people still play Heimerdinger bot?
I've seen it a couple times.
I wish I've
haven't
never
been
seen
happy
it.
about it.
Yeah, I've never been happy about Heimerdinger bot.
It's a very hard lane to play against if you haven't had much experience.
Also, Heimerdinger's just not fun to play
Against or with.
Yeah. Leona
Heimerdinger.
Okay. We'll see what FSC picks.
FSC did grab the Aphelios right away.
Yeah.
He said, I may have missed all the ults last game. Not going to happen this game.
I guess you pick Leona here to maybe pick it away from blue side. I don't know how well Aphelios and Leona go together, but it doesn't really matter because I don't think Leona and Heimerdinger go well together. We'll see. Again, the same same bot lane as last time, Aphelios and Braum. And then one more pick for blue side. Cassiopeia is away, so we'll see if they pick their mid laner here, if they wait to maybe counter pick or just last rotation pick. Hey, Mr. Spectator Man, what you watching over there?
What are you watching, man? Unmute them. Thank you.
You can't just close the game of
watching over
Overwatch you were watching and act like you weren't watching it.
CSGO.
That was CSGO?
Yeah.
Our cameraman is watching competitive Terraria, and let's get back to the champ
Our
select.
cameraman needs a CSGO home.
Hey, dap on that one?
Yeah. Yes, sir. We see
another
pick.
orange
So
pick.
this is literally the same team comp, but
Minus the Cassiopeia, of course.
Well, so far, I mean, Cassiopeia can't be picked, but they're now banning again. I like, again, this is the same good team fighting team comp. They could pick Jarvan here. I'd ban Jarvan because it was a main proponent in ganks early. Yep, there's a Jarvan ban. So now jungle and mid have to be a little bit different with their picks, but they'll probably pick another mid-centric comp. We'll see what happens. They ban Elise. That's another ban. Same exact draft from FSC so far.
USC Aiken looks as though now that they've picked their bot lane,
Yeah.
I don't think Jin will be going mid.
Oh,
I believe
so, yeah,
Heimerdinger will go mid or top.
I didn't even see the Jin pick, so it's Heimerdinger and...
Jin Leona is pretty good in this meta.
Is it?
Leona can lock down, and Jin has a lot of burst damage.
What's your rank?
4.
Iron?
3?
Or what?
Or what? Nice!
Mordekaiser ban, so that's just another standard, like, decent ban because mid could pick it up and it's really high priority pick, just kind of crazy champion. Dumb Liddy, as they say. Olaf ban, they're just banning other jungler now.
Great ban.
Yeah,
Nobody
Olaf's-
likes to play against Olaf.
Yeah, he's just not fun. Olaf's a strong champion too. So, can we load Hearthstone up on this?
Can we play Hearthstone while
Yeah,
we
just
wait?
a little bit of Hearththone. It looks like.
Or maybe we
FSC's
could play League of Legends' new card game, Legends of Runeterra.
Legends of Runeterra.
Available on mobile iOS
Not yet.
devices soon.
Not yet.
Soon.
It will be available. Master Yi pick. I've never seen this in competitive play ever. This is the most insane pick I may have ever seen.
That's
possibly.
huge.
That's huge. It's humongous.
Humongous what?
Humongous what? All right. Again,
There's not much to say about this
yeah.
draft right now.
Again, I said last game, I'm not really sure what Aiken was going for. I don't know if they're not taking the game seriously or what.
Or what?
But it's a Master Yi, a Heimerdinger. I just don't see... They could go early. Nocturne was picked for jungle. And we'll see their mid lane pick. What did the spectator say to you?
The spectator?
Yeah.
He didn't say anything to me.
He was watching CSGO. What did he say to you?
He said it was actually Terraria.
Oh, okay.
I think he was going for a wall.
We're just waiting for.
flush
Oh,
XP.
please, Akali. Yes,
We
sir.
see the Akali pick.
Garrett is 0-16 on Akali, so it's a little bit better than his Cassiopeia record, but he's super good, I swear, in practice and in theory. So we'll see how that goes. I'm really excited to see Akali. She's really fun, but she's usually always banned. Maybe instead of Mordekaiser ban or a Morgana ban, you could have banned Akali because it's just a really strong champion 1v1. I think especially, maybe not against Heimerdinger. We'll see.
Also, don't quote me, but if I remember correctly, I believe Ornn was already locked in before they banned the Mordekaiser, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure
But
why
Mordekaiser
they
can go
banned-
mid.
He can go mid,
I
but
think
should he go mid?
Well, I think he was a really good matchup probably into Heimerdinger if Heimerdinger went mid.
Right.
But it looks like Tarek's going mid. Or Leona's going mid.
It looks like Tarek's taking
We
him.
have a special
Ignite.
guest commentator. What do you think about Aiken's draft so far? Because I think it's
Yeah, so it's an interesting composition they were going for. At
define
first.
interesting. Like
it's hard to
INT capitalized interesting.
It's a possibility. It looks like they're putting a Tarek mid. They're gonna try. And
I don't think
funnel-
that's Tarek mid, honestly.
I believe it's a funnel composition where they're gonna try and put all the gold into one character. And
I'm pretty sure on Spectate.
Which character do you think they're gonna funnel
Master
into?
Yi.
Master
They would
Yi?
try
Master
Master Yi,
Yi.
but I really don't think it's Tarek mid unless they really go last second. But I don't know how spectating works when they swap. But I don't know about last game, but I think this is a.
Tarek still has
yeah.
heal and ignite.
So he could just be going mid, and Leona's picked mid for some reason. Maybe they've practiced, or that she's going bot for some reason. Their mid laner has practiced being the support. We'll see when we get in the game. It's a draft, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a draft. And
a
there's
draft.
a draft in here too.
Yeah.
It's a little cold.
Yeah, draft me into World War III because I don't want to watch this game.
And with that, we'll see you guys in about 2.5 minutes. Actually, we see in the Twitch chat that if us two shoutcasters say a certain word, we will get a donation. So, hey man, could you please say Dylan Pog?
Can we get a Dylan Pog in chat? Can
Let's
I get
get some
can I get
Dylan
a
Pogs
Dylan
in the
Pog
chat
on 3?
for
Let me
some
get a Dylan Pog on
donation.
3. Spectator, can we get a Dylan Pog on 3?
three.
1, 2, 3. Dylan Pog!
And with that, we'll be back in about 2 minutes or so when the game starts.
Thank you for donating.
We're live.
All right, welcome back, FSC fans, or possibly fans of Aiken, but I don't see why you would be. So, game is starting now. We are blue side versus red side, as the game always goes. Red
Nice.
side is going to probably set up around, I guess.
Just for clarification, for those of you watching who don't understand the blue side, red side, or any of the mumbo jumbo we're saying, red side is Aiken this game, and blue side is FSC, and red side will be Aiken when we finish the match.
Why are we slow-mo? Dap on that? Why are we two times? Oh, we're regular speed. They're just really fast.
All right, so game starting.
Fun fact, that's Infernal Akali is probably one of my favorite skins just because of...
How detailed it is.
No, I'm serious. It's one of my favorite skins because it's a 520 skin, and when they remade it...
It's 520?
Yeah, and when they remade it like... Because they were still, at that point, remaking all skins. They're not now remaking anything under 975, but it's a 520 for insane visuals. Probably one of her best skins.
Yeah, there's literally an animation right now. She's on fire.
Her Q animation's really, really good.
Okay.
You can stop that, spectator. Both kind of lost in thought there.
Okay, so now that we're in the game, we see
Okay.
that Tarek is going mid, right?
No,
With
no.
Heal and Ignite.
Is it Tarek mid?
It's Tarek mid.
Okay, so
Could we
he's...
switch these
Can we?
for convenience sake?
Yeah.
And also up there. Oh, perfect.
Yeah, it does it right there.
He has Guardian,
So
though.
the idea here, for those of you who don't watch too much League of Legends at home or play it, funneling is a big strat that was popular last season, a little bit the season before that too. But what happens is the mid laner kind of picks a support and they follow around the jungler. So they give them all of the farm mid, they give them all of the farm in jungle, and they heal them up a little bit. They take Relic Shield for that purpose so they can get farm themselves, but it's not a common strat anymore, but Tarek and Master Yi were big abusers of that strat a little while ago, so we'll see, because jungle items don't give good farm for that anymore, don't they? They nerf that farm? Because I try to pick Kaisa bot all the time with Smite, and it never works.
That's right.
So early game, we're just going to be farming like last game. Couldn't tell you when actually going to pop up. Could happen any time, just like last game. It looked good, decent stuff. Tarek's passive allows him to hit a few times after he casts a spell, so if you see him hit him with a hammer a little bit quickly, hit him with a stick in a box a little bit quickly.
Shout out to Roddy Rich.
Passive. Quick little sponsor shout out. If you haven't tried Go Mox Energy Drink, Snake Venom, Cobra Venom actually, go ahead and go to Tutu's Cafe later to pick one of those up. Only $3.99. And it's actually infused with real Cobra Venom. So,
Great pre-workout.
yeah, I've had it myself. I took it before a workout and I stayed up for 3 days. So, it's definitely really good.
Okay, so as we can see, the funneling technique kind of coming into play here. Tarek and Master Yi are together in the mid lane, but now Master Yi's gonna walk away.
Yeah. Like I said, that was the premise of what they want to do, Tarek and Master Yi. So Master Yi's gonna come mid often, take farm, and then go back to his jungle. Like I was saying about the jungle item changes, though, I don't know how much farming can take because eventually it'll cap how much. See, he's already capped. He only got 4 gold for the
Right.
cast.
I think the way it works now is if you are a laner, you don't get much gold from jungle monsters, and if you're a jungler and you have the jungle item, you don't get much gold from minions.
Well, it's from the. It's from how many minions you've killed.
Okay.
So it might be a gold earn, but I think it's more like minions killed. If you hit a certain threshold of lane minions killed, then
I want to say it's based on the total gold you have compared to your team. So if you're the highest gold leader, it cuts the gold.
All right, we see a lot of business going on in the river, bottom river. So
and a lot of FSC giving Aiken the business. I think
we see a TP come out.
Leona did just kill.
Braum hopping over the wall, just barely getting away from that. They're gonna take down Leona, and that's a double kill for Akali.
Yep.
We might see the same thing we saw with Cassiopeia.
That was a really good hop from Braum because I think Leona may have killed him before, but the hop gives him extra 80
armor and magic resist.
Magic resist. So it was a good hop for him and then protecting other people. Unfortunately, Phyllis died, but that's just kind of the way some fights work. So.
Good news is Braum did get the kill.
Yeah, Master Yi and Tarek are 0-1 right now, so we'll see how this funneling continues to go. But Akali's really up with being 2-0. She's gonna go back and get. Can I see her gold really quickly? She's got 2K, so she went back to get a Hex Tech. Okay, she boots and a.
She boots.
Got a Vampiric Scepter and boots, so she's really close to her Gunblade. Her, what is it? Bilgewater Cutlass. She's really close to her Bilgewater Cutlass. which is going to give her some extra burst. But right now she's just going to farm Lina a little more.
This Taric is not going to want to 1v1
Yeah, I don't-
Akali, especially
I don't
since
know what's
Master
going on
Yi is
here.
over by
He's got
Raptors.
another
I'm not
Q,
sure why
that's
he
a
went in
D.
here.
That's
Akali's
an-
going to get in there, and Akali takes the kill.
And Akali takes the kill. You don't walk up as any champion that's a melee against Akali. If
You definitely don't walk up as a support that's all alone.
yeah.
Master Yi was over the wall. I don't think Master Yi was going
I
to
didn't notice
burn
that
his
guy's
flash
name
for that.
till now. It's Rammus with a W.
Where?
The mid laner?
Oh, man,
Rammus.
That's kind of tight.
That is kind of tight.
Shout out to Rammus with a W.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Cool name.
Cool guy.
Master Yi's gonna take the Rift Scuttler in the top river, securing the vision around Rift Herald. I'm sure he was just doing that for some extra gold. That vision's not going to come too much in handy, especially since FSC is now taking the dragon. Leona is going over towards the dragon pit. Is clearing a vision ward, popped the vision flower. Aiken's jungler's in the mid lane. He's not responding to the dragon, but we see in the mid lane he's actually attempting to fight Akali with Taric, and they're not going to get anything out of that. But FSC does take the first dragon, Mountain Dragon, just like last game, and now they're collapsing onto the mid lane. Everybody gets in there, and they're taking down Taric one more time.
That was a ult miss from Akali. I don't know if she was just playing around on Rammus, but Rammus still goes down. Just a weird play from Akali. I don't think Akali's back for any more items
We
yet.
missed something, but
Yeah.
Ornn took down Heimerdinger at the same time.
Yeah.
Ornn's going to look to push out this wave and possibly get another Demolish proc off and
what do you
take a turret plating.
What do you think Ornn's first item is going to be?
Probably another... Oh, okay. Well, we see the Negatron Cloak, and we see the
Do you know what that
Sapphire
even builds
Crystal.
into?
I'm thinking right now. I think he's going to go for Abyssal Sunfire Death Cap.
I was about to say, that's crazy because the spectator just whispered in your ear, Abyssal Max.
We don't have any spectators here.
Right.
It's just me
I-
insane
I-
in the booth.
I talked to the stats team to check the jungle item gold making process, and its minion gold earned is reduced by 10 per minion if their owner's gold from minions is greater than half their gold from monsters. So if you're getting more than half of your gold from the lane minions, you're getting less gold from them. You end up getting less gold now, so you equalize. So funneling is dead. I don't know why they're doing it, but
I want to say something positive,
Yeah.
like, well, at least they're doing all right, but it seems like they've given Akali a huge lead, which is not something that they want to do because that's the same person that they gave a lead to last game, and that had a huge benefit to the FSC team.
Akali's at a total of 3,300-ish gold, so she's probably going to back really soon. Yeah, and they're, from looking at the gold right here, Nocturne's ahead, probably off that kill and the 3 assists, but Nocturne's ahead in gold, so far the funneling isn't doing much. What I do know though is later in the game, Taric and Master Yi scale not based off of their funneling, just based off their champion type. Master Yi goes in and Taric ults, so Taric allows Master Yi to be invincible for a good like 2.5 seconds, so he can get a lot of damage off because Master Yi's only worry is CC and damage at the beginning, but if he can get that in volt, he might get some damage off.
Not a lot happening on the map right now. FSC's jungling support just clearing some vision. Sometimes you gotta embrace the silence. And we're back. Okay, Akali's attempting to poke out this Taric. The Taric is level 5 and Akali's level 7. Huge lead on the mid lane here. Also, the CS deficit is insane. Akali's got 70 CS to Taric's 15.
Yeah.
Taric is doing, funnel strat like you said, but Nocturne jumps in with his ult and they take down the Taric. Master Yi's gonna keep going in, but Braum's coming in from behind to help. Master Yi does get Nocturne.
Unfortunately, Nocturne goes down, but it's a double kill for Akali, so
Another
Akali's
double
going to
kill.
probably, well, I don't know if she has enough gold, but she might go back for a full Gunblade. About a full Gunblade, so we'll see. Once she gets that, I mean, Taric can't walk up in lane. He already has a few times, but he's definitely off the lane. She's going to get a plate here, so. Again, a big lead for FSC's mid laner. I think he's having a really good series. Off of Cassio, and then now Akali. We'll see how mid-game pans out. The next Drake spawns in 1 to 2 minutes. Not exactly.
You got a dragon timer. Time control?
Time.
Objective timers.
Why wasn't that up before?
That's insane. That's
in
huge.
1 minute, Ocean Drake will spawn. So Red side's gonna be looking, or blue side's gonna be looking forward to that. Red side is a little bit more access just because of the way the map works, but blue side's just a little much stronger right now.
Helios lands his ult and then locks in and gets a kill. Ornn is actually fighting Heimerdinger right now.
Heimerdinger might have a kill here.
Heimerdinger does take it.
Yeah, that was a really good flash from Heimerdinger. Bot's gonna get a few turret platings, I think. There's not much Leona can do. She's level 6, she has ult, but all she's gonna do is kind of prevent them a little bit from taking turret, but she can't stop them. She's about half health.
Mid lane here, Akali's gonna have to deal with this 1v2 of Taric and Master Yi.
He looks like she's doing fine.
She's handling it great.
Garrett is having a great series. Yep, she got back for that full Gunblade, so she has an extra like 300 bursts on top of her already bursty spells. Akali's just not a champion you want to let get ahead of you. I mean, if you can prevent it, but he's just playing really well.
Akali's also CSing
And
very well. Almost on
Achilles
CS
is dead. Leona went in. She used her ult, as she does. That's good for Jhin and Leona just because they're able to push up a little bit back more. I don't think they're going to get much out of it.
However, Nocturne's gonna jump in,
Chris
take the kill.
Chris, the jungler for FSC, does ult and kill Leona. There's not too much to get off that. He does get to pick up a little bit of gold for himself, but the lane's just equalized now because it's a support, and the Aphelios is walking down the lane. Dragon is up though, so they may go for Dragon. Aiken's jungler is right there, and he has a little bit. I mean, he's much healthier than FSC's jungler, so he may just swoop in and take it. He looks like he's posturing up for it.
Master Yi could definitely do something here, especially if Tara comes in with his ult.
I think Master Yi could just 2v1 him if nobody else is going to show up. No, okay.
He doesn't take the chance. Maybe they thought Ocean Drake would not have been an important enough dragon to steal back.
Chris says we take those. Ooh, that's a good flash. And
we see here this Taric Master Yi strat coming in.
Taric's going to ult and just, I guess, probably going to walk away. Looks like he's team by breaking out.
I mean, FSC's just coming in and they're cleaning. They've taken down Taric and Leona as well as Master Yi, and now they're gonna look to capitalize on those death timers. Looks like
Heimdallr's taking a few plates top. Did Ornn TP? Yeah, Ornn TP,
Ornn did TP
for the bot fight, so Heimdallr can take a few plates. He takes him a little bit quickly because of his turrets. Akali gets another play for herself, so she's just kind of rocketing with gold. She'll probably go back for Sword Shoes and maybe something else, in, like Oblivion Orb, and then sit on that. And then she'll just be way too strong because nobody can build good magic resist at this level.
bot lane looking like they're going to take the first turret.
Yeah.
It's a lot of extra gold being split amongst the two bot laners as well as the jungler. Next, Cloud Drake is not going to be up for another 3 or so minutes.
It will be.
And we're in slow mode.
Again.
We're slow mode.
I think it's buttons you accidentally press. I'm not
Let's
sure how
beat it back
buttons
up.
work.
There we go.
Wait, go back to the time control.
Go back to the time controls.
Go back to the time control. We'll hover over the plus, or hover over the other one. You kind of probably accidentally hit the hyphen key.
Okay.
We don't need minimap. So just kind of going through the mid game. Blue side, blue side is up about what 6K. Yep, blue side's up 6K right now. Chris is fairly strong, but
Chris just jumping in on Master Yi there. They had the vision, and he takes it with his ult. It seems as though Chris has used his ult every time it's come up, and that's a very good thing for FSC. Akali now 7-0, Nocturne 3-1. Things are looking really good for FSC right now. The funneling strat not really looking like it's doing so hot with Master Yi.
Akali's able to push in bot,
1-5.
and really nobody can match her. Heimdallr could walk. He does have a stopwatch, so he could walk up, and it's kind of his wave, so he can protect the turret. But she's gonna take it before he can even get there. But they can't. Nobody can sit in a long lane against Akali right now. She's just a little too strong. She got a Medjai's. That's a purchase.
That's a bold move. We'll see how that plays out for the rest of the game. Akali going in on the Leona, getting CC'd. Kali should back off here.
Nope, she shouldn't.
Kali's team is
She
very
shouldn't.
far
She
away.
shouldn't back off. She needs to ult quicker.
No, Kali needs to back off.
If she would have ulted, I think she's on her second round of her ult because she ulted way too late. But she could have just go. She held her moves because she didn't want to have to use them.
Right.
But
Ornn and Nocturne taking the top turret.
you know,
FSC now 4 turrets ahead.
I think Herald is spawning in a minute.
5
I
minutes.
can't tell. No, that's Baron.
That's
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Oh.
right. In 5 minutes, Baron will be spawning. There will be
Okay. So
no other chance for another Rift Herald.
Yeah, another Drake's gonna spawn in about minute 15. So while blue side's already kind of pushing in top, they have real good leniency if they get like maybe another turret. They don't even need another turret. They have good leniency top because there's a long lane now with minions.
Had Rift
pushing
Herald
in.
still alive, and no
Yeah.
one's gonna stop it from getting an extra
Yeah.
chunk off of that tower. They are gonna take that into
So
the
they're
tower.
just pushing it. So if they take the inhibitor, that's a free dragon.
Right.
It's 15 minutes in, 17-4, an inhibitor on top, a free dragon.
While already 2
Yeah.
dragons ahead.
Yeah. Red team's gonna have to answer top, so there's no way they could be on Dragon to stop them. But then again, we saw last game, Kane took the Baron when he shouldn't have. So we'll see if the jungler can make a good steal again. The only thing it's gonna prevent him to do is from getting Dragon Soul before then, or too quickly. Because if they get this Cloud Drake here, they'll be 1 away from Cloud Drake or Cloud Soul. Another Cloud Soul. Not a big fan, but
I'm not a big fan of the Mountain Drake start, then Cloud Dragon Soul. Didn't they have an Ocean Drake second dragon last game too?
yeah.
It wasn't Infernal.
It was Infernal to Ocean.
Was it Infernal?
No, it was Infernal into Ocean, I think.
We're gonna have to check that replay. I believe it started with Mountain
Stats
Drake.
team, can we get a
Can we get a
replay?
stats team replay on that one?
It was Infernal to Ocean Drake.
That was Mountain. We're getting
It
2
was
different
Infernal.
things from stats team.
Yeah.
We'll have to
we
put
have
you
a
guys
crazy
later.
we have a lot of people on the stats side. He placed another Vision Warp before Chris could take it. That's a 700 IQ move. That's minus 30 gold to somebody.
It's actually insane.
All right, so now they're just, I think, we don't have Vision on the dragon. Yeah, they're taking Dragon
FSC is
right
just
now.
looking to take Vision, place Vision down, and take Vision away from Aiken.
I think after this dragon, they're really strong siege because kind of nobody can walk up, but they have a really good 1-3-1-2 or 1-4.
Well, like I said earlier, Nocturne has been basically using his ult every time it's up, and now
Yeah.
that they've got a Cloud Drake, that's another 10% CDR for him.
Yeah. I think you would want to pit a Kali.
Who just Zonias?
Somebody, Chris just Zonias.
that
The
Nocturne?
FSC jungler just Zonian.
What?
We think that was a fat finger misplay.
He has a Tiamat as well. I'm assuming he meant to use the Tiamat.
Probably.
Ornn hitting his ult, and Nocturne is going in and capitalizing on it. Now they're all backing off, and Leona's jumping in. Brom's here to save the day.
I think that it was a little bit of a bold play. I think that was just, they were limit testing right there. They knew it was a
testing.
bad
Well-
play to make, but they were just limit testing how good they could get
Philios
out.
taking 2 turret shots for nothing.
Yeah, so this is what I wanted them to do, barrel down mid. I'd still like to see, I guess they are a little bit weak, so Akali can't just split off, but Akali should be splitting.
Well, they have the top wave pushing in with
Yeah.
super minions. They should do something here at mid.
Yeah, like, not a single person can't answer this top minion wave, but it's 17 minutes.
Herrick lands a stun
Akali
on
going
our
in,
top
Akali's
support.
Akali using ult early, but taking turret aggro.
Akali
He's
jumping
still-
off, and
he's
Master
still
Yi
on her.
chasing with his Q.
Yeah.
They finally locked down Master Yi, and they've taken him out. But the
Really
Tarek
good
stun,
stun from Tarek.
and they've got a stun on Leona, but
Philios, I don't know what Philios' abilities are.
I don't
but
either. He's
using
got a
them.
lot of weapons, and he's using them. But it seems
He
like
picked
FSC's
up a kill
losing
right
this
before
team
he
fight.
died. Or, he's not dead yet, actually. He just used his ult. And they clean that fight up well. Heimenegger does pick up that last kill.
Ornn is
from
the
his
only
turret.
survivor of that
Yeah.
team fight.
Heimenegger's turret doesn't. His big turrets or his small turrets don't die until he's like gone for a little
Dead
bit.
or out of range.
Yeah. So that's how he was able to pick up the kill on Aphelios right there. That was a missed cannon minion. We don't take it.
We see a missing Nexus tower.
Presumably from the fight. So it wasn't like a good fight, but it wasn't a bad fight because the top wave pushed in, took the Nexus tower, and now they're Nexus tower down, and mid still at like half.
Getting kind of quiet right now.
Dylan Pog in chat.
I would like a Dylan Pog in chat.
I think they're just gonna kind of set for a Baron. They have decent early Baron damage. It doesn't spawn for another 40 seconds, so we'll see. They have to be really scared because Nocturne's super strong. He's still 6-2, and I think he just picked up a Guardian Angel, so he can dive in with really no worries, and his team will be able to get to him before he revives. He has Braum to protect him. Braum's also going to be up soon. Akali's also going to be up soon. It's on a long cooldown, but it's coming up. There's not much they can do to stop them. They could try for another steal like last game. We see Master Yi going in here with good Tarik stun.
What's important here is Master Yi also used his smite, so just looking ahead, if FSC comes out positive on this team fight, he's not going to be able to contest Baron. Ophelia Assault comes in. They've taken down Heimerdinger. They've taken down Yi. They take down Leona. They're definitely going to want to capitalize and take Baron.
I'm not sure what Master
push.
Yi's plan was there for. I think he was turning back for Braum. It was really low health, but at that point, you kind of just go whatever target you're on because you can't get back to Braum.
With 4 champions dead and only Jhin left to defend, it looks like they're just going to push in top and take the Nexus.
The game may be over here. 20 seconds on Heimerdinger, 10 seconds on Yi, 7 seconds
Once they get this Demolish proc off, that turret's basically gone.
That's game right there.
And now they're just going to take the Nexus. That was a really weird play with Master Yi turning around.
I think that game... Alright, so the game's over. That game was much better from FSC of closing out instead of getting a little too cocky.
Right, stretching it out for 10 minutes like that last game.
But then again, I think the comp for Aiken was a little too weird and maybe experimental.
I think they took a risk trying the farming with the funneling, my bad, with Master Yi and Tarik.
Yeah.
They should have, in my personal opinion, they should have done something different in order to answer B-Way Bennett's mid. After they saw how terribly well he did in the last game with Cassiopeia, I'm not sure if the answer to that was funneling. I think it was to
ban out a
ban.
good champ. I think maybe not a Morgana or a Mordekaiser ban.
Right.
Because I don't see what the point of the Mordekaiser ban or the Morgana ban was if they're just gonna play Braum, Aphelios anyways. There's not much. They're just stopping a little bit of CC, but there's not too much you're stopping. The majority of it's just damage. So I would like to see the Akali ban or maybe scout out FSC's mid laner a little bit better and then ban his champions because I know he plays Akali a little bit. But we'll
see. Overall, a very good game.
Maybe a rematch.
That ends things between FSC and USC Aiken with FSC 2-0. Thank you guys for watching this Peach Belt Conference match
the first
today.
match of the Peach Belt Conference.
Yeah, please come back tomorrow at around 3 p.m. where we'll have another match.
FSC is playing somebody.
FSC's playing somebody.
We'll see whom.
And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
We'll see Hume.
Go Mox!